It's been a while. A few months to be exact. I'm sorry to tell you, but I forgot the milk. I wish I could sit here and tell you that I've been spending my time being extremely productive, working hard on a video that was gonna blow you away and change the standards for video essays to come, but in truth, I was actually just procrastinating. A lot, for the most part. But during this time period, I was able to play a lot of games including the brand new Street Fighter 6, which so far is probably my personal contender for Game of the Year, even though I'm not good at it. I'm actually very, very bad, as I am with every other fighting game known to man.
They're the fucking things I'd rather do than fucking fight Potemkin.
List them.
Hold on.
List every single one.
Gay sex. Rough gay sex.
Is that the entire list?
Yeah.
Now, before I continue, let me make it abundantly clear that I have no idea what I am talking about. I do not know fighting game terminology, nor am I good enough at these games to actually have an opinion that matters. So take this video as the thoughts of someone who plays fighting games casually with friends, and get my ass beat quite frequently. I think a large majority of people out there find fighting games too hard, and I felt that way for a really long time. I picked up Mortal Kombat X, and no, I was nowhere near old enough to play that game when I got it, but I would sit there, play against the CPU in the story mode or just by setting up a simple fight, and I would feel pretty confident in what I was doing. And then I tried online and went up against a guy like this.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
And it's safe to say my first experience very much ruined my perception of fighting games for a very long time. Anytime a new game would come out, I'd become very hesitant. The only other fighting game I managed to kind of get into for a bit was Dragon Ball FighterZ or Fighter Z, I don't know or care what the correct way is to say it. But I liked this game for the sole reason that it practically did everything for you. You could press 2 buttons and do a combo without having to learn anything. The inputs were pretty much all quarter circles, so I decided once again I was going to give this game a chance and boot up online. I lost a lot, again. Even though this game was very much beginner friendly, you could easily be beaten if you didn't know what you were doing. I know, big surprise there. So I tended to just play this game with my friend Nico, who was much better than me, but I was still having fun because instead of getting my ass beat by just some random guy online, I was still spending time with a friend, even though if he was the one beating my ass. After 2 pretty bad experiences with these games though, I didn't really think I was ever going to enjoy these types of games. They were too hard and demanding, and I didn't really have a group of people to play them with consistently, so I put my controller down, and then never played a fighting game ever again. Then Strive came out.
I'm gonna send you a fucking noose. Do what you will with it.
That is so vile.
Most wholesome game of Guilty Gear Strive.
A few years later, I was talking to the same friend I played Fighters with, and he was talking about a new game that had just come out called Guilty Gear Strive. A game series I had never heard of, but I looked into it, and the character designs, art style, and graphics looked really nice. But then I saw it was a fighting game, and again I was a bit hesitant. But it looked really cool, so I bought it, played it, and then kind of put it down because nobody else I knew had it. Then all hell broke loose. I'm not gonna linger on this topic long since I don't want some otaku losers to come and tell me that the arcade mode was a mistranslation and that the creator of the character was pressured into the decision, but this was around the time Bridget released, and all of a sudden, Strive was being talked about a bunch online more than ever before. The character sparked up a lot of conversation and gave the game a lot of attention, and even got my good friend Scally, who has been a long-time fan of the series, playing the game again, even though he wasn't a massive fan of Strive in comparison to the other games. So I started the game back up, and so did my friends Zach and Samuel. If you've been on my channel a while, you might recognize those names from some of my past videos, mostly my shitty Overwatch videos.
Insults whenever you're feeling toxic is just the most obscure ones. Like, I hope the toppings.
I hope you step on a Lego.
I hope you step on a Lego, but not hard enough for it to hurt. I hope you get a stone in your shoe and you can't get it out.
I hope you never get the plastic wrap clean off again.
Ooh, that's a rough.
Please don't go watch those, the Bucket channel gets good right about here. But the lot of us booted the game up, and this was my first positive experience with a fighting game. I even made a video on it at the time due to how much I was enjoying it. Don't watch that one either, by the way, because you'll probably notice how bad I really was at fighting games back then. I booted up the game, chose the character that looked the coolest, that being the one with the big dog. I don't know specifically what was different this time, but I was very much enjoying myself. I wasn't sure if it was due to the simplicity of Strive in comparison to a lot of the other games I had tried in the past, or if it was the fact that I just had a group of friends to consistently play the game with, but it all just kind of clicked with me and made sense. I think the thing about these games that really kind of resonated with me, especially today, is that the outcome of the match relies solely on yourself. When I was younger, I played a lot of Halo, and with that, most of the time being a team game, if you lost the game, you could always throw your team under the bus for throwing the game, even though you're the one that's probably 0-7. In games like those, there's always someone else to blame. If it's a single player game, you can always just complain that the AI is unfair or too hard. But when it came to a fighting game, it was just you and what you knew of the game. So when it finally came to the point where you were faced with defeat, it was settled within and you'd finally realize, the game just sucks, it ain't my fault. From here I was introduced into more games of this genre, and I went to go explore what the rest of them had to offer, starting with the rest of the Guilty Gear series. Playing amazing games such as Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R. Yes, that is the real and full name of one of these games.
I like it, cut G.
Fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here, Mr. Dolphin.
And it also brought me to Guilty Gear Xrd or Xrd, I don't know or care once again, which is probably my favorite fighting game to this day. It was everything I liked in Strive, but dialed up to 11.
My ass did not fucking press 4 buttons at once. I don't know what the bullshit the game has just said, but it works.
With way more moves, random chance events to happen in battle, more intricate combos, and it brought me to what I still think today is my favorite fighting game character in any of these games, Baiken. I chose her because of her big Baiken is easily my favorite character out of all these games. She's just an angry woman with a sword, a chain hook for an arm, she's got a counter, a gun. God, I love the fucking gun. But it didn't stop there. From the Guilty Gear series, I was introduced to King of Fighters 2002, where I mostly played Leona, Billy, and Whip. There was BlazBlue, where I played Tao Kaka. She's probably also in my top 3 characters out of all these games. There was Big Band and Cerebella from Skullgirls, even though I didn't really play that one all that much. Mika and Yuzu, I've pronounced that incredibly wrong, from Under Night in Birth. Striker and Ranger from DNF Duel. I had really come to understand why people loved these games, and with that, it was time for me to experience what the beautiful fighting game community was like firsthand.
What is happening? The leg!
This dude did a 10-hit combo.
Sample.
He dashes into it. There he goes. Oh, he's doing it. He's saying pick someone else. He's literally someone else. Pick someone else.
No, I just got bodied by my face. Oh my god! Holy shit!
Wow.
Are you fucking kidding me? Yo, Marvel!
Hey, go.
This dude's doing streaks.
Incredible match. Stanford has to be. He's got to be sad. He's got to be salty after that. He hadn't won the previous round. Wow, whoa, stick. He is that salty. Wow, he's both his buttons. Holy fucking shit!
Oh my god! Wow! This motherfucker is garbage!
Even though I'm still pretty bad at most of these games, it doesn't really matter anymore, because no matter how many times I get my ass handed to me, whether if it's by some random guy online or just one of my friends, I'm still having a ton of fun, because with every battle, there's something to learn and pick up from it. Just keep at it, because that eventual day where you put everything you've learned to beat a really tough opponent will come. And trust me, it really does pay off.
What characters are in this game? I don't know. Okay, there's Kum. I really like Kum. Wait a minute.